Hi, I'm Shaurya, and this is Immortal Architect, a project I built for Cognee Hangover Hackathon. So, every engineering team makes an architecture decision like why we banned MongoDB, why we don't use local storage, why we chose WebSockets over polling. But that knowledge usually lives in someone's head or buried in Slack thread that nobody reads. Now, new PR can quickly violate old decision because nobody remembers why they were made. Now, this is where Immortal Architect comes. It solves this using Cognee's hybrid graph vector memory. It gives your team's architecture decision a permanent queryable memory. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the tech stack and the architecture. So the stack is fully self-hosted, FastAPI backend, React frontend, and Cognee 1.2 running entirely locally. That means local Ollama for both LLM and embeddings. Kuzu as the graph database and LanceDB for vector storage. Zero cloud dependency and zero API keys. On top of that, I use all four Cognee's memory lifecycle verbs. Remember to ingest architectural decision, recall to detect conflicts using semantic graph retrieval, and forget to prune outdated decision and improve to relink the graph afterwards. Now let's start with a quick demo. Let's see this in action. So first step is to bootstrap graph memory. This ingests 10 real architectural decisions using Cognee's remember function. Now let's analyze a real PR description. That's the step 2. We write a PR description and we're going to analyze it. That does it conflict with our old decision. So let's suppose the description is like this. PRs, and now we analyze the PR and see if it's it conflicts with our older decision. That's ADR 005 JWT refresh token must be stored in HTTP on cookies only. Local storage was explicitly banned after an XSS vulnerability found in November 2023. So this PR won't be merged, and we have deflected a serious architecture change that would have override our previous decision. So let's see. So we do not override or update the memory. But if we really wanted to do this, then we can override and update the memory using this option. We can clearly select like ADR005 and write a reason for the override and update the memory, and it will save it as the new architectural decision. Now let's see another PR. Let's see a small one like analyze the PR. Okay, no architecture conflicts found. So of course, uh, this PR is safe to merge and there is no architectural conflicts. Okay, so that was the demo, and of course I learned a lot while building this project. And of course this project is just an MVP, minimal viable product, but it can be developed further. Of course it can be improved, and I solved a real issue. Of course this was one of the biggest achievement for me while building this project, and Cognee helped a lot. Of course all four functions were used, and yeah, that's Immortal Architect, guys, and thank you for watching.